Hello, and welcome back to the Broken Respawn podcast, where we obviously plan things well in advance, and we're not doing this by the seat of our pants. I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. I'm TBSliver, and I'm joined here by the ever clung to by Mini Luke, Sarin.
And the other half of the Braincell.
Yeah, the other half of the Braincell. Currently, it is just our two Braincell?
Our singular Braincell, separated by...
About this far. This is how today's going to go. It's going to be great. It was an unfortunate pile of failure, just on my mostly on my behalf, missing a message that Cades wasn't available for today. And didn't
bother finding a third. And the third I requested said, no. Basically laughed at me saying, are you stupid?
Yeah. Well,
people don't want to get caught in our shitstorm.
Oh, well, you know, I can't blame him. So, welcome to today's podcast. It's going to be an entertaining ride. I need to update the thing to say Cades ain't on here, because, you know, he's not. How have you been, then? How have you been?
Busy. I feel like I have a little bit more time with Adika being in daycare now. She's this is her third or fourth full day.
Nice.
And I got to be the bad guy today. Whereas I drop her off and leave her there crying.
Oh dear. That's always a great time. Always a great time.
She didn't want me to leave so bad. She was holding onto the back of my pants for the longest time. And then when I sat her in their little chairs for eating that has a little strap, this girl got up and tried to chase me with the chair strapped to her butt. And she's like, I'm like,
don't leave me.
You should not be able to walk in that, but you are, and I'm very proud of you for some reason.
Yeah. Can't keep a good lady down.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Cade took the cell and run. Yes. Cade has taken the Braincell to work and left us two to flounder. That's about accurate,
Magic
isn't
you
it?
Splash.
It's super stupid. What? I'm even fixing the layout on the fly, but yeah.
Beyond that, like, I have just been waiting for the 323 patch to drop.
Yeah.
And laughing at Sony.
Oh yeah.
For community achievement completed.
Achievement unlocked.
Community mission complete.
Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Be hated more. I will have to say, oh my word. For anyone not familiar.
Hang on. Achievement unlocked. Say no to the man.
For anyone not familiar, Sony did a dums over the weekend. Posted a notification that they were going to be re-enabling the enforced PlayStation Network sign-in for Helldivers 2. Which is an interesting.
Did not go well with the community.
It didn't go well with the community for a couple of reasons, some of which are legal. Because
to the point that Steam was like, if this gets enforced, you're all approved for a refund.
Yeah.
Regardless of playtime.
Yeah, there was actually some people that got their refunds through because in doing so, obviously PlayStation Network is available in 73 countries out of 170, and
not including Japan.
Yeah.
Go figure that one out.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But also, in enforcing that, they made it so that anyone that was playing that, like Helldivers 2 is released globally, like literally no limits. Every single country could
except for Mother Russia.
I mean, we don't talk about Russia. The less said about Russia right now, the better. Let's just be honest on that. I mean, hell, yeah. There's multitude of embargoes on there, and that's mainly because American embargoes on exports to Russia. and Steam being an American company, blah, 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 legalese. I am not a lawyer. Go consult a lawyer. we don't have our tame lawyer on hand. That basically meant that Helldivers 2 got pulled from all those countries. In one of the stages of this, and it just caused an absolute mess. I think my favourite thing from this was a post saying, "Congratulations, Sony, on training a very large amount of nerds to follow orders blindly." And work together to do massive things, and then giving us something to be really angry about. They took it from, I think it was like mostly positive. No, it was even above mostly positive. It was one of the highest rated.
One of the highest rated games to rock bottom.
It actually hit the bottom. It had, I want to say, 400,000 negative reviews. Within 2 days.
It was ugly Christmas sweater event worthy.
Yes. Yeah, the £5 was not including the cost.
But it would have been there by Christmas.
Yeah, but it was 12 miles of mess, that, and yeah, it's now back to, I think, mixed at last check. I couldn't actually tell you right now. I've not actually been paying that much attention because I've been playing it. Because
actually, let's see, pop it open quickly. Store page, view page. I'm old enough, I swear.
Yeah. It's back to mostly positive on all reviews and recently mixed. That's actually quite impressive, considering their recent reviews includes includes all the recent ones on that went negative. Yeah, it was like 37k in one day, 72k in another day, and 95k in a third day of negative reviews. And it's just, that it's going to take a little bit to recover.
Recent reviews is mixed. All reviews is still most positive.
Yeah. So, it's and there's a
variety. I am liking the devs' sense of humor about all this too.
Oh yeah.
Because of the community achievement, there, from what I understand, and I didn't see this yet personally, but from what I understand, the cape is the graph of the review.
So I think this was someone either doing asset hacking or something like that. So it wasn't actually Arrowhead, is it Arrowhead? Arrowhead, I think it's Arrowhead. Come back here. Arrowhead Game Studios, yeah. So I think it was Arrowhead that made the asset, but I think it was someone that quickly made together an asset from a blank cape and actually put the red and blue lines on the back, and it does actually look kind of cool. I saw the image, and and Arrowhead went, "That looks interesting. What should we call it?" And that was very much like, oh, interesting.
The democratic push.
Yeah. Democracy forever.
Right. Oh, I left my drink upstairs.
Oops. That was well done. Get the dog to fetch it. That'll be fine.
I haven't taught her that trick yet.
Oh, get her to fetch beers. It'd be great.
I really need her to get out of her puppy phase though. But yeah,
a little bit longer. But yeah, and all I can think of is like after the negative reviews, there's just Sony with a shocked Pikachu face. Just like they did what now? I think there were some of the biggest things though.
I more hear the audio is, "Oh, we fucked up. That's the audio I hear.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like, I can see the biggest problem was, I think it's threefold on this, because the first one was obviously because of networking issues at the very beginning, you couldn't link a PlayStation account guaranteed, so they actually just took that off as a requirement in general. There was multitude of extra things, like there was and it's verified by Wayback Machine, that the requirement for a Sony PlayStation account, or a PlayStation Network account, was not a requirement for any PC games. It actually legitimately said on their website, PSN account is an optional item for PC games. for PC releases. They changed that to obviously being required on that day. But that was still very much annoying. And honestly, I think the biggest thing was just because of the regions that had the game and couldn't play it anymore because you wouldn't be able to play it anymore because of the PSN lockout. Because if you can't get a PlayStation account, you can't do that. You can't play it. Sony themselves, supposedly, this is hearsay, but supposedly Sony themselves said, "Oh, just use a VPN." That's against their own terms of service.
Yeah, isn't that like
that is actually that is actually breaching the terms of service and can get you a permanent ban.
So they're just looking for people to get permanent bans then?
I don't even know. It's just a mess. What it is an absolute mess of Sony missing the mark, and they should have just gone, oh dear. And one of their excuses for turning it on was, we'll be able to ban people properly then. Steam unique IDs are globally unique, guaranteed, and have multitudes of levels of things. It's not like, you can change your name. Yeah, that's just your display name, you numbnuts. Like, oh dear. This is it definitely sounds like, and as well, the entirety of the Arrowhead game studio as well on them is Arrowhead were very much against this as well. Like, they've been in talks ever since, and Sony obviously was it Monday? I think it was Monday, backtracked entirely.
Something like that, yeah.
Which is when
it didn't last the weekend.
No, and it was on like the Monday that the reviews got flipped back, because basically everyone just went into it and said negative review. There was 62,000 positive reviews applied in one day, which is twice the number on the second day of release. You've been training the community to fight together to do things, and doing some of the most grueling grinding I've known, and working together to do it, and are surprised when three people bounce it. Three people? I don't even know who's in control. When basically they all turn around and say, "Excuse me?" So you can't validate the PSN in some areas. Some of the areas you can get it with 100% success rate. Some areas of verification just plain out does not work. So yeah, it's just utter, like, Sony's network is garbage too. Yay! And I
figure.
I
mean, and not even that, but a lot of people don't want PSN because of the security breaches as well. So I don't know if you mentioned that, because I tuned out for half the ramble, but
I didn't mention it. So well done, you've taken the Braincell.
Taking the Braincell.
But
Braincell's gone.
Yeah, Braincell's lost. The so with that side of it, no, the Braincell has actually left. You've got it. Damn it, keep it back.
Here you go.
What were we saying? Oh no.
PSN bullshit. Sony fucked up.
Yeah, so that's the one. That's what I was after. Thank you. I don't think I've ever heard of a Steam data breach. Actually, just thinking about that, I don't think I've heard of a Steam data breach. Have you?
No.
That's actually like
yeah.
I don't. Either Steam's doing something really good, or doing something really well, or both.
Yeah, right.
That's actually impressive. But yeah, no, I'm surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised I don't have a PlayStation Network account, but I don't. I've never needed one. My last PlayStation was one I bought secondhand back in 2009, and it's sat through in the other room and is a PS2. It doesn't have network. I think it did have network connection at some point, but I don't know if PSN was actually a thing at that time. I think it came in with PS3, didn't it?
No, PS3 lightly, not even like fully.
Yeah, but
that's the thing.
But yeah, and it's just like, I need another account. Like, great. Like, But for people that can't even get one, like, I'm lucky. I live in the UK. Sony are very well, truly entrenched in the UK. For people, there's actually some people in the Broken Respawn community that either were going to or have lost access to the game because of obviously I don't know if they've got it back if the region lockouts have been put back in, but it's.
I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, I'd have to check SteamDB because that's the kind of place where all this gets tracked. The one thing it has done is completely wipe it off any of the top lists for the next several months. Like, it's just completely tanked. It's completely tanked their rating, and possibly not the goodwill, but a fair whack of public will to them. To Helldivers, even though it's not Helldivers' fault. Does this give us app info? Does it give us changes? Update history. There we go. They've had a recent update as well, but there was a lot of changes over the last several days, including where is it? I can't find it. There was one.
Find it. How am I supposed to find it?
Yeah, I know, that's the problem.
Anyway,
it was there's an image of all the flag changes. So, yeah.
Can't say.
But, I'm on the right page for it anyway. But I'll have to Helldivers 2 account linking. Where is it? Oh, I don't think it's on there. Changed review percentage, change user tags. Is that it? No. No, they changed a hell of a lot of things, and I'd have to find the actual post. So yeah. Anyway, but you could see like all the regions that just got pulled out of it. It was like, what? So whether those have been passed back is a question. Hopefully it has been. We'll see. But yeah.
I mean, speaking of changes coming,
certainly
Star Citizen.
Oh God.
So
segue.
My turn. So for those of you that have been following me and have heard,
I can't see him playing it in a shared window right now. Not at all.
No, it's not like he's gonna make a mini window of it just underneath me here or anything.
That will take a few moments longer because that doesn't work that way. But
so 323 has been pushed back a little bit, mainly because there's currently a bug feature where you fall through the distribution center, which is the main focus for this patch. So they're like, no, we need we're gonna work on a few more things before we let you guys in on the latest update, as well as they have to push back the persistent hangers, some of the cargo loading stuff. So like there's a lot of things that they're changing. However, there's a lot of things there was one thing people were leery of and upset about.
Yeah.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna wipe your earned money balance. And they said rented ships. Now, there's a lot of controversy going on. I know this has probably been clarified on the forums somewhere, but I'm not a forum digger. I don't look around on this. Are rented ships actually ships that you rent from the rental stores, or are rented ships the non-real currency purchased ships, like the ships you buy with in-game currency? My viewpoint on it, they are doing the currency wipe because the new economy is being tested. in the game.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So how do you properly test an economy? You reset everything and see how long it takes players to get to top tier again.
Yeah.
Because if I go in and I have $10 million backlogged and I get top tier ship within a day, then that's not a proper test of the economy. They want to make sure that regardless of mission path you take, being bounty hunting, mercenary, deliveries, which is going to be the big one now, salvaging, they want to just know that the money progression is about equal.
Yeah, and as
so that there isn't a singular playstyle salvaging where you can make 10 million in an hour with the right crew.
Yeah, I mean, because they've also changed, as Droid says, they're changing the price of a lot of the ships.
Yes,
some by a large amount. Some, I think there's one going down and everything else is going up by a fair whack, which means they're doing an interesting way of balancing the books. But never mind. But as he says as well, I can see why they'd get rid of the in-game currency purchased ones, which make. I don't know why they'd call them rentals, because they have rentals in-game as well, which
I think that was a slip of phrase. The guy that's been on was on the talk show isn't on very often.
Right. Okay.
So
I wonder, because I can understand them actually resetting in-game rentals, because stuff's changed. The values will be all over the place. Screw it. Just re-rent the ship you rented. That's fine. But ownership, in-game ownership of it, like out-game ownership, you'll still have the ships you all have. Like if you've actually paid real money for them, you'll have them.
Oh yeah, and that's part of the thing of it, right? Like,
but yeah, the ones. It'll be slightly annoying on my that's slightly annoying on my side, because I finally got to a point where I have a ship that's useful for salvage. Like I got myself the Vulture, that's the one. I got myself a Vulture and haven't really had time to fly around and play it, but I managed to earn one with, ironically, one of the big salvaging runs we did, where we managed to completely fill the Reclaimer with boxes, to the level that I was worried about the server health.
Even funnier. So you don't have to worry about the server health about that, because me and Jet have discovered that after a certain amount, our boxes just start disappearing. We hit the entity limit.
Oh, they must have a region density. Okay,
yeah.
They have a region. They probably have an area-based entity limit, which is really stupid.
Entity limit on the ship. We hit the entity limit on the ship.
Oh.
And then the server, and then the cleanup started happening. It's like, I know there was a box there. Why do I know there's a box there? Because I'm not playing Jenga. There was a box there.
Why is the tower standing when it's not touching the floor? Yeah.
Right? So that was a couple of things that were there.
Oops.
Oh, that was fun. It was so much fun. I mean, and honestly, I've got quite a good group going on in Star Citizen now. I'm actually quite excited for Sliver to join me again, because he will join me because there's a new map.
Oh.
The new star map. Oh, it is so nice.
Yes.
Okay, so
the map. Yeah, I was like, the new map.
So I am going to talk about it because I was in the EPTU.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have access to the EPTU. The new map, beautiful. The new EVA. I've played. Honestly, I sat in EVA for half an hour,
just having fun.
Literally going in and out of my ship.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
And not once did my character fall face flat.
Good.
I even made it a point to enter the ship upside down and backwards. My character landed just fine.
Nice. Yeah, because I mean, I've been playing with that jank since the very first time I started playing Star Citizen, and I actually got very good at judging which way up I need to be, how high I need to be off the floor for my character, to not either shin myself on the way in or be too high up that I just go.
So there's a lot of improvements with that, and it's well worthwhile.
Yeah, that's good. I ended up actually tuning into Maya the other day, when he was running around with when they did the full release of the test PT, the PTU.
EPTU? Yep.
Yeah, and I also really like what they've done with the in-game menu. The
the new Mobi-Glass?
The Mobi-Glass, yeah.
Oh yeah, the new Mobi-Glass is very
better.
nice.
So much more responsive as well.
Now, and it's modular.
Yeah, they've finally got the modularization on that, because that's been the same
modular.
for so long.
So and that's what that allows them to do, is to make a new application, and you could put it what?
It's just it's actually your Mobi-Glass. It's actually your mobile phone.
There are certain things that are still not updated, like the chat menu, the comm link. There are certain ones that are still using the old system, but they've introduced, the path to, update it.
They can migrate it at a little later date when they're not panicking about all the bits. Yeah,
I know in their last talk, biggest question was what's going on with sniper glints for PvP, right? And I love how they explained that, because they basically said that the sniper glints are there as a placeholder.
Okay.
So sniper glints will not be a permanent thing. They do not want sniper glints to be a permanent thing. They want muzzle flashes to be an indicator of a sniper. They want a whiz-by effect if there was a miss. Right?
They want it slightly more realistic, because you never see the glint of a sniper until it's way.
Not if it's if it's a good sniper. Not if it's a good sniper. Right? If you're out sniping in the sunlight, you're going to get a sniper glint. Yes, I approve of that. But the thing is because this is all tying back to their Death of the Spaceman situation, where they want death to be punishing. Right?
Yeah.
So you need a survivability mechanic against snipers.
Yeah, you need to balance it in such a way that the sniper is taking a risk. And, it's basically both sides of the coin. Like, if you're out on your own and a sniper gets you, well, bollocks.
Yeah.
But if you're out on your own and you see the sniper, well, the sniper should now be in trouble.
Yeah.
Or if you're out with more than one person, the sniper should be in trouble. Or should have to plan very carefully about it. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. Like, I know sniping's not... Well... sniping's going to be an interesting mechanic, but there'll be probably less of people flying around like I've done, just stood in the back of a ship with a sniper rifle, doing a flyby.
Yeah.
That is kind of fun to do, though. If you look over at a thing, you're like, why is there a ship over there? Oh, hide!
So there's a couple of interesting things that are popping in as well as Master Modes, the new flight mechanics. So there's a lot that I'm excited for. I'm glad they're taking some of their time with some of the bigger features, because then they've stated that they do not want the PTSD of 3.18 coming up again.
Yeah, I can't remember. It must have been before 3.18 when I first played. Because what was the major thing in 3.18? The issue.
Instability. You just could not play.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, I am glad they're not cancelling, pushing it back a bit to get the stability out, but it's disappointing slightly. But this is still it's technically an early access game. You get what you're expecting.
Yeah, it's early access. It's meant for testing, and the reason they're pushing it to test in the first place is because they need to be able to see how it works on multiple systems versus just their controlled EPTU area.
Yeah, and that's kind of the they want it as stable as they can have it for the main PTU.
Yeah.
But there's still
there's still a lot to do.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Like, the one thing I'm wondering about is hopefully there's been some performance improvements as well, because
there have been.
Yeah.
There definitely have been performance improvements. So I'm looking forward to all those. They've done a good amount of testing in regards to the replication layer. It's been showing good progress as well.
Yeah.
So that means, 30Ks should become less of a thing. Because now if your server crashes, well, then you just get moved over to the next server. Now,
is it moved over live, or is it moved over as like, there's a loading screen, it's transferring data, it's loading you in?
Live.
Ooh. Oh, they got that. So it's the first pass of meshing then?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's
their whole. That's what their whole plan is. Like everything, just you freeze for a couple seconds, and then everything is back up.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, like that's been a solved problem in a few games already. Like I'll say that's a few. I think probably the best example I can think of right now is the transition transition of areas in Destiny 2.
Okay.
You do sort of notice it if you're going fast enough, but most of the time, like this is most of the time you're not going fast enough through a area because you're slowed down to a walking pace. But sometimes you just hit a loading barrier. Your character's still moving because you're still on the thing, and then eventually it's like, and you're through. But
that's one of their hopes is to not have any of those loading walls in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a video game. You're gonna have loading. It's a video game. It's never going to be perfect. The one in Elite Dangerous is the in and out of the spaceport. Is the biggest loading screen as far as I understand. I
think so. Yeah,
because
I can't remember.
I think that's why like once you've landed, everything else is basically unrendered. You're now not really a main part of the thing, and it's got to take a second or two to load everything back in when you actually start flying out.
Mm-hmm.
So it does that relatively fast because it doesn't have to worry about many things. It just needs to know what ship you're flying and what orientation it is, and whether it's shooting at you. Whereas in this, it's like, well, where's their arm? Where's that box over there? Why is it vibrating?
Right.
That thing's on fire. That's the sort of thing. Like, there's a lot more state of stuff that's required in Star Citizen to pass between things.
Technical side, they're moving on to Vulcan versus DX11.
Ooh, they're actually doing So they've finished the Vulcan move because they've kind of got to do it all in one go, haven't they?
You still be able to select DX11. I think, but I know Vulcan is available on the EPTU.
Okay. I'm going to guess they're going to support both for a while because they kind of have to.
They'll see. I mean, there has been an improvement in terms of quality for the Vulcan, so
yeah,
that's nice. So people have reported higher frames per second.
Nice.
I'm trying to think. Oh, the water texturing is beautiful.
Yeah,
the water display, like a lot of the things that they showed in the last CitizenCon is they've made good progress towards. So with the Invictus launch week coming up here right away, so if anybody wants to test the game,
now is the time.
Next week or two? I'll pull up the date exactly.
Yeah. But like there's always been a case with the texture artists and the graphical artists. So always kind of, because there's a lot of other moving parts, they've kind of got a lot of time to really perfect their craft. Which is like the other people like the actual storyline and the background, the engine developers and stuff have a lot more work.
So if Sliver wants to throw up my screen again,
I'll have to do it again. Just drop me a link. It's quicker. Actually.
Oh, you had it.
I had it. Yeah, I know, but I got rid of the. Hang on a sec. Fine. Give me a sec. I press. I've done it. I've got it. It's done. There we go. This is driven by Sarin.
I mean, you were trying to find a way to make this all remote anyway.
I did, and then I found out the limitation on trying to make it remote. And I'm really annoyed at the limitation because it costs a large amount of money to not have it as a limitation.
Yeah. So the Invictus launch week starts in literally 7 days and 20 hours.
Yeah.
So next week, Friday, or next week, Friday, I guess. Today is Thursday.
Yeah. So the 17th. Okay.
Yeah. So starting May 17th, and what they're doing is, every 2 days they're gonna have a different sort of company for you could check out the ships fly. Which I think we're gonna have the Idris in,
Nice.
because the Idris is done.
Oh, sweet.
So that's gonna be a big one for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be dropping they're gonna be dropping one new ship that's gonna be available. So, but this will also allow you to free fly. So you'll be able to test fly all these various brands of ships. Find your favorite one. I mean, my favorite is Drake Interplanetary, just because of the rugged look.
They're very. They have a whole extra thing. That's why they're in random red at on the far right of the image. Is that they, like everyone else, is normally in a nice showroom, and Drake are just sort of like, were never invited, so they brought their own showroom. Every time. Con. Yeah, they do their own con at Invictus because they're like, fuck you guys. I guess.
Basically.
It's great.
So and of course there's you'll have there'll be flybys constantly happening on Area 18, which is it's basically Coruscant.
Yeah.
ArcCorp is basically Coruscant. I've seen that thing at night from space, and it's just like everywhere is just city lights.
I've flown low on that, and it's just like, this is. I can see the copy paste marks, but you know what? It's a planet. It's an entire planet of city. So yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah. The one thing to note, the one thing I will say about Invictus launch week and any of the free fly events, is don't expect performance to be as amazing as it normally is. Ever.
No.
Most regular players will say, it's Invictus launch week, I'm going to go and look at the new ships, and then not play that week. Like, because it's just the servers have been better a few times recently. It's normally like everyone and their dog's playing it because everyone can try it out no matter what. You don't have to have prepaid or anything like that to get in. I've already gone from the screen, sorry, bud.
You bastard!
Arriving in chat very shortly is Sarin's affiliate code. Referral code. If you put that in, I think both you and
during
Sarin
the account setup. During the account setup, so you will get an extra 5,000 credits towards using in game, and I will get a tier-based reward. Oh, and when the recruited becomes an actual Star Citizen by buying the game package, I will earn 1 recruitment point, which as I earn those, I earn higher and higher tiers
items
of rewards, which the final one being a capital class ship.
Really? Oh, God.
I need 2017 referral points.
I doubt that. No offense, man. There's only like 3 people in the world that have that, and most of them are big streamers.
We got Morph.
Yeah, there we go. Morph is the top.
Morph's got the top one. We got Level Cap, Cannibal,
Chat and Ollie.
Ollie. I mean, the job. He wants the job. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's very nice.
I'll settle for.
Honestly, you'd probably
Major General.
Oh yeah, the Million Mile High Club access.
1042. No, honestly, I'm at 7 points right now, so I'm happy with what I'm at.
Yeah.
So
more referrals fine, but it's
three more points. I get up to Gladius, but yeah,
which gets him some
nice
nice
paint. How far are you now? I just said 7 points. I'm at 7 points. 7 to 10.
Yeah.
Next mail marker is 10. Maybe I should do that as a tracker.
Maybe. It's like like it might be something. It'll definitely be something to push a lot more when we actually have a release date. Because
for the game?
Yeah, when there's actually we're going like this is not this year. Let's be honest, not next year.
Yeah,
probably.
like it's not gonna go live anytime
maybe.
soon. Like,
yeah,
what are you thinking?
Yeah, but at that point, that's going to be an interesting one to keep an eye out for. Like, I predict probably within the next 5 years.
Possibly.
You're not sure that far either. Oh dear.
Not Star Citizen, but Squadron 42. Yes.
I predict Squadron 42 within the next 2 years.
Okay.
But for a couple of reasons. One, they've been doing massive amounts of progress. Two, if they don't, there's going to be it's just going to finally hit a mess, and people are just going to stop caring.
And that's the other thing is that's what another thing is why they pushed back the persistent hangars and the cargo stuff.
Yeah,
is because that isn't a Squadron 42 feature, and they want to start testing and pushing out a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, persistent hangars are still going to be 3.23.
Yeah, but
it's going to be a .x patch.
Yeah,
right.
It's going to be a sub patch. Yeah, subversion.
Yeah, they do want Chris Sarge saying. See, Sarge, you should have joined us on this. Just saying, Squadron 42. Chris wants it before Christmas, which is why they're really pushing heavy on the particular features that are going to be focused in Squadron 42.
Yeah,
like the Moby Glass, the map, the star map, the Master Mode's flight system, the AI components. That's going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
That's why they're really focusing on getting those into
and those are
testing and getting it figured out.
Especially as like Squadron 42 is meant to be offline.
There's a Weef.
The Weef is Weefy. What?
Weef is running away. Weef does not want to be seen.
He is. So
Weef.
I was trying to think. It's like Anyway, yeah. With before Christmas.
I broke his train of thought, guys.
Again. Just oh my word. Yeah. Like, I'll be impressed. I will actually be impressed if they get it before Christmas. If they get it next year, cool. That's actually well done. If they get it within the next 2 years, I do predict within the next 2 years. Like, I'll be honest, if they'll probably aim for Christmas, but that's going to be an internal deadline, and then they may end up pushed to March, April next year. But if they do, if it's like, and if they've got a solid announcement by Christmas, that's going to make a massive jump for both Squadron 42 and the full universe.
If Chris Robert wants it by Christmas, there will be an announcement in October for CitizenCon.
That's true.
And that's why I was hoping to be able to go this year.
Yeah.
Because I bet you anything there would be some CitizenCon goodies.
It's one of those things of just like, I
don't need to eat for the next couple of months.
Yeah. Are you still planning to come over to the country anyway?
We'll see.
Oh dear. Right, it's like that, is it?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to, honestly. Like, me and the wife are looking, and all right, can we make it over the pond or not? We could probably make it one way. I don't know if we can make it back.
Just bring the family with you and start over here again, you know.
All right, we've been invited to start over with Sliver. You've got room and board for us?
Well, it will help with the rent, I'll be honest.
I'd have to find a job first.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, other than that,
yeah, like
the only other thing that I'm really looking forward to coming out this year is Star Wars Outlaws, which I've stayed away from anything regarding that information.
Doing well then. I don't know anything and I don't bother looking, but that's fine.
And one thing that I did find out is the mobile game or Switch game, if anyone is interested, Star Wars Hunter is now on pre-registration.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be actually picking up my Switch after this and going to get that figured out. That's that little arena battle one.
Oh, okay.
That they announced like 2-3 years ago, I want to say. And then development of it got pushed back. So,
don't remember. I don't remember. It rings a partial bell, but not a very loud one. I'll be honest. Like Star Wars games have ended up just passing me by these days. I just don't have the time. I bet he says having. Oh my god. Yesterday on stream. I had in my Steam shopping basket, I had a copy of Final Fantasy VII in there that was at $3.99 for the remastered version, with the slightly redone sprites and stuff. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. It went back up to full price yesterday or day before. And I hadn't noticed, so I was looking at things like, why have I got something in my basket? Oh, I was going to get Final Fantasy VII. Cades pipes up and says, oh, it's still £3 on Humble Bundle. Also, Final Fantasy VIII is like £7 on Humble Bundle. I now own Final Fantasy VIII Remastered and Final Fantasy VII, and I started Final Fantasy VIII Remastered last night. And I am 2 hours in, I am lost as all hell. Because, oops.
And you couldn't be bothered to play Helldivers with me yesterday.
I know. I was doing some.
He just doesn't like me anymore, guys. I don't know what I did. Is it the beard?
Yeah, I need to cut my.
Ouch.
Yeah. No. Honestly, it's because
why I'm not coming to visit.
Yeah. I'm fine. Be like that.
I will. Yeah, we definitely could have used you over that rando.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, so it was just like my big thing at the moment is pretty much the beginning of every stream is my usual like half hour of bullshit chatting, and then I do at least one run of Turnip Boy. I have to at the moment because I'm practicing for the UKSG marathon at the end of the month, which is a lot closer to the.
Good luck for.
Yeah,
good luck for that.
In just over 2 weeks now. Actually, that's. I need to finish, but I need to practice the game more. I need to pick up the damn guitar and practice the song. Incentive, if met, I sing the outro song for Turnip Boy. Yeah, which is quite nice. It's a cute little song you can play. It's just guitar and voice. But it's like I put it in as an idea, and I don't know if they've accepted it or not. But I can't find a list of anything they've accepted, so it's like I better practice just in case.
In consideration,
yeah. I mean, worst comes to worst, it's just added on as a random extra. So, but yeah. So that's kind of my major thing at the moment, and also though it doesn't matter too much, I haven't actually updated Helldivers in a bit. I also forget, like, you're almost free. Actually, it's kind of weird because it was a Wednesday as well. I was like, Sarin's not free on. I think that's probably also where my brain just failed. Of like, you've asked me for Helldivers, and we've not been streaming together for a while on Wednesdays because you've been at work, isn't it? Your work schedule.
My schedule's changed
again.
So I now I start and end work 2 hours earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it became standard that you weren't available on Wednesday again. It's like, and so I think my brain just failed. It's like, oh yeah. Oh, I've got start stream. Hang on a minute. It's Wednesday. No, my brain can't take this. Stop it. So
no, I must
yeah.
Overload.
No, don't do that. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Brain derp. Brain no brain. I mean, it's not helped by the fact that we're currently starting a heat wave over here, or starting in the middle of a heat wave.
Are you?
Yeah, it went from 8 degrees to 19 about 4 or 5 days ago, and has stuck at about 19 during the day for most of the week, which for the UK is quite warm.
Okay.
Especially like straight away in May when most people are still trying to put jumpers on in the morning because they think it's going to be cold outside. Cough. And obviously, as Lydia just said, a lot of our workplaces and places of residence and homes and stuff aren't made for heat. This building's made of stone. And, well, actually, this one's made of brick. My previous house was made of stone and absorbs heat like nobody's business. Which means it's cool-ish right now. It's 21°C right now with everything on. And it won't get any colder for the next couple of months. In fact, it won't lose any heat for a while. It stays hot for a fair while once warm. I mean, hell, you sit in a basement because it's colder down there. But you also get how many feet of snow when it's really cold?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
The answer is yes.
How many feet of snow? I can't tell. I'm not opening the door.
It literally snowed here the other day, and we're. It's not that I'm not opening the door. It's like, can I open the door?
Yeah. It's like
that is the question.
It's just one of those ones where you check that your door opens inwards, so you can open the door in after it snowed.
Basically.
Open the door, watch the cat run out, and then go, hang on a minute. And then the dog pushes it in, because dogs.
Cat run out, cat just face plants into the snow, that's it.
Yeah, cat's like, no, I don't like the solid water. I hate it. I don't
My dog
like
loves it. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, dogs are...
Dog be dog.
Dog gonna dog. But, yeah, like, I don't... We have, yeah. I was just thinking, did I even have snow over winter at all? I did. I saw 4 hours of it. I got up, I saw the snow had hit the ground, I went to work, I got home, and it was sunny and dry by the time I got home. It was still cold, but it was like everything had melted and dry and evaporated. I was just like, oh. Other places in the UK were hit a little harder, but not massively more so. I keep living in the places that seem to have their own climate. So
you'll act me just perfectly here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll just stay inside. Yeah. It's on the list. It's in the it's on the budget pile. The budget pile is unfortunately very long, and the first thing on that is new glasses. Because
I've got a healthcare plan for that.
Yeah, mine are just going to cost me 300 quid. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
300 quid?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm very blind. Also, I go for even
with the conversion, it's expensive.
Yeah. Although actually, that I think last time that was these glasses and then a pair of cheap sunglasses that are prescription as well. So that wasn't too.
Okay,
that's not
so
too
doubled
bad.
Up. Okay, so
yeah,
you're not, so
I think it was
300 quid for two pair. That's a different story.
I think these were 280 though, and then the sunglasses were like 40 quid. So, because the frames were basically free. It was an offer as well, which was really annoying. Separately, they're like 400 or 500 quid. But like, because I'm so blind, I have to spend extra on like the style of glass. So these aren't glass; these are plastic. I'm blind enough that if I had glass ones, they would actually be milk bottles. They end up a good centimeter thick or more,
wow.
just for how much curvature they need. Which makes them very heavy because glass is heavy, hence plastic. Also, you probably see it in the studio lights, the blue tint on them. They're also blue tinted, which costs money. Ironically enough, the fact that they're half moon is irrelevant. You know, I haven't had bottom parts on my frames for so long that I don't know if I'd actually be able to stand with them, handle them. But I should probably look at that, and also probably look at getting contacts.
I mean,
at least for
contacts. How about just straight up laser eye surgery?
Have you got $3,000 spare? I think it's.
If I did, I'd come visit you.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd be like, laser eye surgery, go see Sarin. Laser eye surgery, go see Sarin. Yeah, let's go see Sarin. I actually don't know how much LASIK is. It's probably actually something that might be something that I consider in the next 10 years, because $3,000 in this economy, good, fair point. But it'd be something that I might consider in the next several years. But that's just, I've been wearing glasses since I was 6, if not younger. I'm used to wearing glasses. I look weird I feel weird without them. So
I put glasses on at the store because my wife was looking at glasses yesterday. Speaking of, I put glasses on the store the other day, and I'm just like, I make a decent looking hippie.
I look damn good.
I make a decent looking hippie.
What did you go for? Did you go for the full round glasses?
Like the big square glasses, and they had this bridge arch over the top.
Okay.
They looked okay. They looked okay.
Yeah.
They were like thicker rim, right?
That's kind
so
of
they weren't like they weren't like the thin wire like you have.
Yeah.
But they were like that thicker rim. I'm just
thick plastic ones.
I'm looking at them. It's like, do I want these? Is for like my streaming glasses to have a blue light filter?
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I did notice. This is why I actually do need to get them checked tomorrow. Or at least booked. Is
your future.
Well, yeah, it's one thing. I want to learn to drive. I do need to require to be able to see at distance with that. Then I'm short-sighted. But
yeah, that'll be a thing.
Also, like the coating's wearing off on these because I've been wearing them for the last 5 years. The prescription's not right anymore, and I know that I'm straining my eyes slightly because I'm starting to get like. I don't. For some reason, these lights are fine, but the lights at work are a little bit more bright sometimes at night, at the end of the day. Because obviously I'm range vision a lot more. Yeah, eye fatigue. It's not too bad in here because the furthest I need to look is the camera, and there's a wall behind that. But in the office, it's an open office, so I look up and it's a long way away, and my eyes just go, yeah. So it doesn't help. Yeah. But oh well.
Such is life, isn't it?
Yeah, such is life. So yeah, that's unfortunately my plan tomorrow. On top of all the other things at work, which I can't go into because various reasons.
I mean, I'm probably gonna get yelled at by my doctor here next time. It's like, well, have you gotten your eyes checked yet? No. You're diabetic. Go get your eyes checked. No.
Go get your eyes checked.
I can still see.
Go get your eyes checked.
I mean, they did a check at the doctor's office, and I'm reading the line.
Copyright 2024, theeyedoctors.com.
and then I'm reading the second last line. They're like, you can still read that. I'm like, yo.
Are you you're long-sighted, aren't you?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, I could see, like, I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean, it could be what I think.
I'll probably need reading glasses, in another 20 years or so, because I think that's when my dad got his first set of glasses.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's normally what happens. As you get older, you get more long-sighted, which ironically works in my favor. That it'll cancel some of the short-sightedness out. But that's why you end up with reading glasses, or people reading at like full arm's reach because they can't actually focus any closer. Yeah, either that or I just become fully blind and I'm just boned entirely. I think my dad's got a weird one where one's long, one's short, which actually means they do cancel out, but only in the head, and they do give him a headache. But
that's not fun.
Yeah, no, it's not. But there's other things there. Including diabetes. Yeah, anyway.
I think our brain cell's done.
Brain cell's done. Brain cell's
out of juice.
Oh no.
I think Adika woke up.
Yeah.
Adika woke up. She recalled the brain cell.
Nap time's over at the yeah, nope, brain's gone.
Our brain cell rental has expired.
And this is why the title is the title. Oh dear.
Wasn't aware Sarin's also diabetic. So my diabetes is very funny.
Uh-huh.
Is it? Like, I don't have to take anything really for it. But I do take things to help manage it. So I'm not insulin dependent. I don't know which type it is.
Oh, I want to say type 2. It's one of it's one where if with the right diet you could actually come out the other side, almost.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And that's funny. Like, it's like that's why a lot of my diets haven't worked, and I haven't been able to shed a lot of weight. Which is why my doctor put me on Ozempic, and I have been shedding. I mean, I swear, if you pull up an image of me from last year's podcast to now, there'll be a huge difference.
That's a fair point.
And Sliver starts clickety clacketing away.
Clickety clack. How far back do we want to go? Because there's a few.
I mean, let's go as far back to when we started podcasting. Like,
oh Jesus! Right. Okay.
Because part of me wants to see this too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we just go to like the first podcast, the beginnering.
Beginnering? Oh my god, was that really what we called it?
Yes, that's because I couldn't decide of a title.
Children, all of us.
You get to sit. Oh my word! You. Hang on. Which I need to press a button. I need to press this button. There we go.
I'm waiting for it to load up on the screen.
Ironically, new Star Wars games we were talking about at the time. This was when Lucian was a regular on the podcast as well.
My beard has grown so much.
Yes. If I go to the shout outs, because I think you were first. You're still wearing the same headphones. You've got a very... it's very much... I want to say a Will Riker to it, actually. You see it, right?
I do see it, yeah. I think it was mentioned before.
Yeah, very Will Riker. I think it's also an older camera, so it's... I think you've changed cameras since then.
It's the same camera.
Is it? Oh, you got better at your lighting and stuff. And your settings.
Lighting's the same.
Oh no, this is remember that we transferred from you doing the encoding your side to just transferring the video over to me and doing everything this side. I think that's actually part of it.
Probably.
So we changed that over in such a way that it made a massive difference.
I mean, I also have better internet too, so
yeah, that's probably helped. That does help. I have better internet as well. You know, I don't have those headphones anymore. I do have the same chair. And my hair is, as always, a mess. And Lucian doesn't wear the mask anymore.
He doesn't.
No, he's been. I've seen him live. I've seen him live from his new place, Dune Sooth. And he's forsaken the mask. I wonder if he got lost in the move. I'll be honest, but does stream with the camera now, which is interesting.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because I think he doesn't always stream with the camera, but it is interesting to watch. Like, I actually probably want to get him on and chat to him about that sort of thing at some point, because it's been a while, and stuff like transitioning, that sort of stuff. Makes it. I'll be interested in what differences he's noticed transitioning to doing camera as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was mostly his D&D stuff that he started with the camera, though, because that does help a lot.
It did. Yeah, no, that's basically where it was. Yeah, I know. Like, what a lot of people mention for me is they enjoy having my camera because they'd like to see my reactions, especially in my Spooktober streams.
Yeah.
And Lady Sarin, will do her best attempt at always scaring me. Love you, honey.
I still remember the scream.
Oh my god. Which one?
The one where you were in VR and it was, what was it we were playing?
So we were playing Phasmophobia, and my wife did not come up at me in this one. That was just my pure terror of the damn thing crawling up on me. I mean, nothing to do with my wife. That was all me.
I mean, I'm waiting. I look forward to the day now you've got the dog. That one day you're in VR on a horror game, and the dog just comes up and licks you, or licks your hand or something, and you just leap out the fucking chair.
All you will hear is yip, yip, and crash
as the dog legs
as
it.
the dog flies into the wall because I kicked it.
Don't do that. That's not nice.
It will be a reflex move. I will not have control over it.
That's not nice. Don't kick the dog. Actually, what's probably more likely to happen is the dog will just get under your feet, trip you over.
Not if I'm sitting.
I don't know. They're fairly good at that. My friend's old dog used to curl itself around the legs of the chair. Yeah, silly puppy. Got his paws run over one too many times.
When she stops being so crazy, or if I change up the setup in the basement here a little bit, I'll get a doggy cam for when she's in the kennel.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Good use of an extra camera.
Get a pie board and do a treat redemption, which just drops get a raspberry pie.
Treat the doggo.
Just
treat the doggo.
Once every half an hour or so, you drop a treat just into the and just dispenses a treat into the kennel.
You see the dog go, what? Dog goes for the thing,
Dog will never want to leave the kennel again.
No. When does he go? The green light, the red, the white light flashed. It's green. I'm colorblind.
Green light's on. Green light's on.
I'm colorblind.
Lights on.
Oh dear. Yes.
All right, yeah. I'll need your help figuring that out. But first, you need to do the thing.
I know. Oh God. Actually,
35 months into the year.
Yes, I know. And ironically enough, I've got homework to fit. That bloody homework that I finished. I've got the final feedback to do before I get a full sign off on it. And I'm really annoyed. I'm slightly annoyed about that. I'll be honest. I was like, oh right, yeah, this is like actually optional, but I do understand all the bits to think. No, it's actually I've got to do it and pass it back and go, yes, I've done them things. God damn it. Which is slightly annoying, partially because I haven't had time to do it in work, and I haven't had time in the evening to do it, and I got told about it on Tuesday. It was bank holiday Monday this week. So yeah. Oh well. Which is what I'm going to be doing after that. Yeah. On that note, I think that's it for us. Yeah.
Probably because our brain cells just going to burn to a crisp now.
Excellent. Well, while it's still smoking, Sarin, any shout-outs?
I am SarinTal. Guess I'm shouting out myself. I'm streaming.
Fuck, you know what I mean.
I am currently streaming Fridays and Saturdays, although that changing again.
Yay!
I will have to see how life goes as my wife is going back to work. There will be more assistance required in the house with the kiddos and a dog and everything. So we will see.
Yeah, flexibility.
Where I don't go. That is part of being a full-time husband and dad, part-time gamer. It's in the title, part-time gamer. I'll be mainly playing Star Citizen when that comes out, and any new Star Wars games. You guys know where to find me. SarinTal on Twitch and SarinTal on YouTube. I don't know why the Twitter's there. I don't have a Twitter.
I keep forgetting to delete it.
However, the Beyblade stuff will eventually be moving to a separate YouTube channel, so please pay attention to that. Just to our Discord and find out where that is going to go.
I'm going to guess that's still going to be on your Twitch channel, though.
No, I don't know if I'll be doing it to the Twitch channel because I don't know. I'll see, because we're trying to set up a very separate group for that.
Okay.
So
cool. Well, that's good to know.
Because I'm not going to be the only content creator on that. There will be probably 2 others.
Nice.
So
sweet.
Yeah.
Right. And I am TBSliver. Normally, well, these days doing some learning speedrunning, and also now playing Final Fantasy VIII. That's like a 100-hour game or something stupid. This is probably a bad plan, but never mind. Because I'm like 2 hours in and completely lost. So join me tomorrow for some Turnip Boy commits tax evasion speedrunning for maybe at least 1 or 2 runs, just to keep me edging, and then jumping into Final Fantasy to continue the what the hell's going on. What is all the menuing? I don't know. I'm lost. What? Junction? I'm confused. I don't know. Lots and lots of menus. Normally live Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m.-ish UK time. As of anything, I'm TBSliver everywhere. And if you're in the Discord, you get notified when any of us go live. Me, Sarin, and Cades, who was unfortunately not able to be here today due to work, I'll be honest. Yeah.
We forgot.
Well, accordingly, he said that he'd told us, and he may have yesterday. I've just forgotten. We probably need to actually write. Yeah, I mean, we forget, we manage, we cope. The Braincell runs off, and then we say, "That's all, folks."
That's all,
That's all, folks. Yes, we will be back in 2 weeks' time with more shenanigans and more randomness, if not during the week. Catch you all later. Ta-ra.
Maya.
Bye.